Good afternoon, I'm Will Martin with 2NURFM Hunter News. A suspicious object which caused the evacuation of a number of buildings in Newcastle CBD this morning has been declared inert and safe by the bomb squad. The package, which turned out to be a set of batteries packed in together, was spotted by cleaners in a Bolton Street law firm and quickly reported to police. Inspector Trevor Shields says he's relieved the situation was resolved without any problems.
We certainly appreciate the cooperation we got this morning. We like to try and get these matters resolved as quickly as possible, but it's good to see it all come to an end without any property damage or personal injury.
State Labor has today announced its shadow ministries, with 2 Hunter MPs being named on the opposition front bench. The appointments of Cessnock MP Clayton Barr and Charlestown MP Jody Harrison are intended to provide a stronger voice for the Hunter in the opposition, but Jody Harrison's appointment may overlap with her current responsibility as Mayor of Lake Macquarie. However, she says members having multiple responsibilities is not unprecedented.
There's been a lot of people who have juggled both being an elected member and multiple ministries and shadow ministries, and I don't think that I'm much different to many of them.
Workers at 2 of AGL's Hunter power stations will be performing more frequent and thorough drug and alcohol tests. The decision to step up the frequency of the tests at Liddell and Bayswater stations is part of the company's zero-tolerance policy towards substance use in the workplace. The Electrical Trades Union is supporting the plan, saying safety is a priority and there is no place for drugs and alcohol in the Hunter's power sector. Trouble is brewing at Cessnock Council, with calls for a review of the General Manager's position amid claims proper consultation on policy with all councillors is not taking place. In particular, this issue is centred around a plan to rezone 26,000 hectares of land for rural purposes. Greens councillor James Ryan says council is not providing enough information for the public on policy.
Council was required by the state government to explain to residents just how this would affect the integrity of the Green Corridor, and the council didn't do that. It just failed to provide any meaningful information.
More than 4,600 students will graduate from the University of Newcastle this month. It's a historic year for the university as it celebrates 50 years of delivering equality and excellence to students in New South Wales and Singapore campuses. Vice-Chancellor Professor Carolyn McMillan says our students and community are at the heart of the University of Newcastle story. Updating sport, the 2015 Rugby League competition is set to test the lineups of the 8 remaining teams. Particularly 2014 winners Western Suburbs have lost premiership winning coach Craig Barney Miller to Cessnock this season. However, Rosella's captain Mark Tafua says the team are just as strong under new coach Dean Botham.
It hasn't been too bad. Boffo was our assistant coach, so he's kind of just stepped up to the head coach. So it's been an easy transition for the boys, and Boffo's been good.
Negotiations over the future of Knights centre Dane Gagai has looked to see him in Newcastle. The former Bronco is supposedly back in the sights of his old team, but his ties to the Newcastle lifestyle could hold him with the Knights. An offer of $575,000 per season has been tabled last month by the Knights. And former Newcastle Jets captain Matt Thompson has signed on for 12 months with the Maitland Magpies in the Northern New South Wales Football Premier League. This year is the first in 12 years the Magpies have played at the top level of competition. 2NURFM News Time is 12:10.